Hi everyone. In this video I'm just going to be looking at referencing. Now if you haven't already looked at the thing in the tutor group forum that's referencing the basics, I suggest you look there first. But obviously in TMA3 and in any future modules you do, referencing becomes a lot more important. So I mean, yes, so in TMA3 if you hand in anything that's only got one or two in-text references in, you're going to lose marks. We are starting to get a lot more rigorous with the referencing now. So you should be producing what we would consider good academic work at this stage, and that involves proper referencing. So just to look at referencing, I'll put the link to the Open University Harvard Guide in the thread. Now let's just look at a couple of examples of referencing. Now before we get going, as I say, it's all in the other video, really, referencing the basics, but why we do it is basically, one, to avoid plagiarism, which is a very serious academic offence. But obviously we do it to show where we found our sources, to support our arguments, to show that we're not just making stuff up. And also, so it means that the reader can check that information if they want to check that it's accurate. So if you say that Walmart has 2,000 stores worldwide or something, and I think, have they? I can look at your reference, find the original source, and then check it and make sure that it's right. And that's why we reference. Now, obviously, you've got two sides of referencing. You've got your in-text reference and you've got your reference list. Now, what we're going to do here is we're just going to do a little bit of examples with some different sources, and hopefully you'll get an idea of what we mean. So, for example, say I'm looking at the Walmart website, and I want to say that, okay, something like Walmart employs 2.2 million people worldwide. I might want to say something like that in the introduction, maybe. So blah, blah, blah. Now I've just stated something there that I found in a text. It's not my knowledge, it's not general knowledge. It's something I found in a text, so I need to reference it. So that means an in-text reference. Oh, 2.2, okay. So, okay, I will look at this. It's a web page. Now, in-text references are always author surname, and year. No web links, no numbers, no initials, no first names, author or author surname, and year. So here, there is no named author, so we use what's known as the corporate author. So it's Walmart. So we open brackets, Walmart, and then the year is, okay, 2015. And there we go. That's our in-text reference. That's all we need to do. So as I say, no web links, no names of books, no initials or first names or anything like that, just author surname, and here, as I say, we don't have an author, so it's corporate author, and year. That's it. If you use a quote, or if you're using one of the Open University study guides, if you want to add a page, then that's fine. With a quote, that's when you copy something word for word, you don't put it into your own words. Then put it into quotation marks, etc., etc., and then you'd have a page number. Now, obviously, this is a website, so we don't have a page number, but yeah. So you would add a page number if it's a direct quote. Apart from that, that's it. No other information goes in the in-text reference. Author and year, that's it. Now, while we're here, we may as well do the reference list while we're here. Now you think, okay, how the hell do I know what to put in the reference list? Well, as I say, we've got the link to the Overview Harvard Guide in the thread below or above. So we go to the Harvard Guide, a little bit of intro info on why we do it and stuff. Then you look down here and you think, okay, well, what is it I'm referencing? Is it a book? No. Is it a newspaper article? No. It's a web page, blah, 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 blah. Electronic material. Organizational websites, that's the one. So we click on that. And this tells us how to do it. So here we go. Author and year, in-text citation. Full reference. So it's author and year. Again, now these always tie in with the in-text reference. So if it says Walmart 2015 in the in-text reference, I should be able to look in the reference list, find Walmart 2015, and then find the rest of the info. So these should always be the same as these. Okay, so we've got Walmart 2015. Now let's just go back to the guide. Title of website. Okay, so it's Walmart. Well, yeah, About Us is the title of the website. And that goes in italics. So your title of website in italics there. Online in square brackets. Available at, and then the web address. So let's just copy the web address over. So yeah, available at, then the web address, and then there was the accessed date. Okay, available at, and then accessed date. So accessed, as an example, you've got some examples down here. Accessed 15th of December 2011. So okay, so that would be in brackets, accessed 30th December 2015, close brackets. And that's it. That's our reference done for that one. Now, let's just look at something else, some other source of information. Say we're looking at the Weissall, I think it was. This one here, the Paul Weissall thing. Okay, I'm running short on time because I don't really want to go more than 15 minutes. So let's just make up some random information. So I'm writing away in my essay, blah, 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 blah. Some information I've taken from there. So I need an in-text reference. So that's author and year. So to say, it's just the surname, no first names. So it's Weissall and the year, 2001. And that's it. That's our in-text reference done. Author, surname, year, done. And then here, I want to put this in. Now, all these entries that are going to be in here are arranged alphabetically, so Weissall will come after Walmart. So it's Weissall. Oh, yes, well, first of all, let's just go back. So I want to reference this. What is it? It's a journal article. It's an electronic. It's from the British Food Journal, and it's an electronic journal article. So we go back to our Harvard Guide. Blah, blah, blah. E-journal articles. There we go. Just there. So again, this is how in-text citation, author and year. Full reference, author. We have the initial here in the reference list. There. So this ties in with this. So Weissall 2001 becomes Weissall. Now, as I say, we do have the initial in the reference list. Then we have title of article in little marks. So that would be Walmart's takeover of Asda, what the paper said. Walmart's takeover of Asda, what the paper said. And then it's the title of the journal in italics, British Food Journal. Then it's volume, number, page number. So we've got some examples here. So volume, number, page number. So it's volume, let's just look at the original here. Volume 103, number 10. There we go. 103, number 10. So vol 103, number 10. Page number looked like it was double P for multiple pages. Yes, page numbers abbreviated to PP. 729 to 743. Okay, page numbers. Online in square brackets. Available at, and then the web address. So online in square brackets. Available at, again, then the web address. So it's quite tedious. Once you get used to it, you can do it off the top of your head, but it's just a matter of checking these things. So available at URL, and then the accessed date again. So that would be the same as this one, since it's the same date. So accessed 30th December 2015, and that's our electronic journal. Now I've got a minute and a half before my cutoff comes, so I will do a book in the second part of this, but while I've still got a minute and a half to kill, so as I say, in terms of the in-text references, it's always author, year. Author, no initials, year. Now you can build this into a sentence if you want to. It can be a bit boring if you just constantly put your references at the end of the sentence. So you can build it into the sentence by saying something like, Weissel claims that. Now we don't need to put the tag at the end if you don't want to, because you can build it into the sentence. So we would just say Weissel 2001 claims that blah blah blah. So here we've done that. So we don't need to put the tag on the end because we already have our reference there. So as I say, mix and match. It can get a bit boring if you're always doing them at the end. But if you are a little bit confused and you just want to get your referencing right, yeah, just stick with the tags for the time being. You can start playing around with building them into the sentence a bit later. Anyway, next one we'll do a couple of books in the next video. Okay, I hope you found that useful.